Lesson 10-3, page 341. In this lesson, we're going to look at algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a way of taking a real-life situation and trying to write it into a mathematical equation. For example, as you can see here in number 1, if Beth's allowance is $2.50 more than Keisha's, then Beth's allowance is, well, they take a variable and they label it as D for dollars, okay, and it plus 250. So the amount that Keisha makes is represented by dollars plus 250, which is what Beth makes, and that's an algebraic expression. Let's go ahead and try one. Let's do number 4. In question number 4, we can see that a basket of potatoes weighs P pounds. We don't really know how many pounds, but we will represent it with P. 7 baskets of potatoes weigh, well, if we have 7 of these, we can simply just write it as 7 times P. Or another way to write it would be 7P. Now, when we don't put anything between a variable, we don't write anything such as subtraction, addition, multiplication between a number and a variable, it is always understood that it's multiplication. On page 342, question 6, we are given a gym floor area, and it explains the gym floor has an area A square feet. We don't really know what A is. Okay, so that's going to be our variable, area. And then we find out the floor is divided into 5 equal sized areas for gym classes. Each class has a plane area of, well, we don't really know what it is yet, but we know that it's been divided into 5 equal spots, so we just write area divided by 5 would equal our plane area squared, foot squared. Okay, let's look at question 8. Move down. We can check question 7 in class. You can go ahead and do that on your own. And question 8. If Kevin spends 2/3 of his allowance on a book, then he has, well, 2/3. That means we spent 2 parts of 3 parts. How many dollars would he have? Kevin's allowance is represented by the variable X. So we have X, and he spends 2/3. He has minus 2/3 now. And that would give us his amount of money that he has left, which we all know would be 1/3. But really, what is 1/3? How much money did he really have to begin with? We don't know, and that's not important right now. What's important is that you're able to identify how to write an algebraic expression from a real life situation. On the next exercise, we have to state my rule. So we look at the 2 columns, X and Y, and see what they have in common. How is it changing from X to Y? Well, I see here that I have a 5 and then I have a 1. I have a 4 and a 0. Logic has it that this has 4 less than this. Sorry, this one has 4 more than this one. So, or you could say, to make a transition from X to Y, you must take away 4. See? Take away 4 from 4, you get 0. Take away 4 from -1, you get -5, and so on. So, state in words the rule, or what's my rule table on the right. So in my words, I wrote, I must take away 4 from column X to get the value of Y. Take away 4 from 5, you get 1. Take away 4 from 2, you get -2. So, if I had to choose from these, the one that makes the most sense is this one. we take 4 away from x, that equals the value of y. Go ahead and try the next one on your own. Try to solve what you must do to the 1 to make it a 3. And see if you do the same thing to this 3, if it makes it a 5, and so on. Explain in your own words what the rule is, and choose the best option or the best algebraic expression in 2b. Continue on with that. Leave the math boxes for class. See you in class.